hopefully I think we should be okay with this. We have it set up on the other screen, but I need to get things set up on the YouTube for that. But I need to get things set up on. Yeah, so let's do that here. Oh no, edit video. Here we go. Because we have a thumbnail we can technically use for this. Save that. Let's provided it's saved. For those, then there's that. Oh yeah, we'll just watch along. I want to see what they're gonna announce. There's probably gonna be some interesting things. Hey Goto, how's it going? Hopefully everything's looking alright, and hopefully the microphone sounds fine too. But if you are noticing issues, let me know so we can fix it up, right? So I'll just get that there. At 30, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hot out there, isn't it? Well, you know, hopefully we can have some entertainment when watching this, right?
逃げな
But I do have easy access there. Okay, yeah, just in case. Had a small frame drop, but yeah, hopefully nothing too crazy, right? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, feeling a good bit ill, but I'll be okay. While we wait for this to start in less than 5 minutes, did you watch State of Play though? Yourself? Yeah, no, because if it gets bad, then we'll have problems there. But also, oh, hang on. Yeah, because I have this too. If you look in the bottom right, dude, you need a break from work. Can I sanction a break from work for you? So, that was kind of a nifty little bonus. And I know there's going to be drops happening too, so stay tuned for that. But as far as I know, the drops only apply on Twitch. Well, hey, Mr. Bongo, I hope you're doing okay. And hopefully things look fine on the YouTube end, so let me know if there's anything up with it. But no, we don't want to make the audio too loud though, right? Well, that's just great. With work, basically work has shit hitting the fan, basically. Why? That's not a good sign, man. But we'll discuss it at some point though, right? Because we still gotta watch the Xbox One. That's still gonna be happening. And then I also want to see what's up with PC. With PC event, because there's gonna be some things there. Okay, no. Do your thing you need to, Mr. Bongo. We'll be here for a bit. Students got without. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, that is shit hitting the fan there. That is not good. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to stream some Max Payne 2 later today as well. But this is happening. We gotta watch this. We gotta see what's up, right? 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 We gotta see what's up, right And if you're watching the archive for this, welcome. I hope you're all having a good day, wherever you are watching this. No, I did work today. Oh. Guess I should put those out too. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of mowing. Well, hey, if you keep this up, though, I was gonna say if you keep this on, we'll at least keep you entertained for like an hour or two, but you got some good tunes at least for the road, right? Or cutting the grass. Even though it sounds like there's a lot of grass. But hey, we got less than a minute to go here. So... No, I've heard some talks of some things going in, but I don't want to spoil any of the surprises. But considering State of Play was actually very good, here's to see what there is. Jeez, the battery drains fast for that. Like, if you had it on audio only mode, like that would be good, right? But here we go, 10 seconds. Well, we'll talk about it later tonight though, Bongo, so take care of yourself. Again, thoughts and prayers. Yep, well, thank you for the warning at least. Which is fair. Okay, later, dude.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Okay, Mr. Keighley, what do you got for us? Hopefully we got some good surprises and reveals.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead.
Okay, that's
Over
dedication
the next 2
there.
hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements.
Okay, which is completely fair.
Gotta
That's what
have
we
some of
expect too, right?
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of
Civilization
great games.
7's on
Now,
there.
the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at #1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game.
Yep, that was
crafted
an
by
indie game. Same with
passionate team
Schedule
of
1.
Just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely.
Yeah, the fact that they're up there is pretty impressive.
Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
Yep. You gotta mention that one.
They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental
Well, I would hope they
achievement,
do.
earning
I would
the
hope they
highest
do.
user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year,
which is a
more than
lot,
double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Okay, let's see what we got here. So a team that's been around for at least 8 years. But also Next Fest is good because you get demos for some of the stuff. Is this another, like, Mortal Shell? Oh, hang on a minute. I gotta mute that because I know that's gonna be a problem. Because last thing we want to do is get hit with copyright, but you know it's probably gonna happen. But it looks like a Mortal Shell sequel. Well, I mean, that's one way to beat your enemies down, right? Again, I guess with the music that would make it sound very metal. And guns. Oh boy. Crossbow and a shotgun and a machine gun and... Yeah, this has to be a Mortal Shell sequel. Yes, worship this person. Oh my god, a slug. Or snail. Jeez. Nope, they've done impressive things here. I'm already intrigued by this. I mean, if you've played the first Mortal Shell, it was definitely pretty fun. I played a little bit of it, but I never made it to the end of it. Oh, gee. Yep, Mortal Shell 2, that's what I thought. So we have a sequel next year. PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. At least for Steam. Beta signups, okay. Yep.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island.
Right.
But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Yeah, I saw this being promoted on the Epic Store, so... It's still weird when you see something like this mixed with the Fortnite characters. But it looks like you can actually fly ships. Hey Chameleon, how are you? So that's 11 a.m.
Jonesy, all right. Right now, it is an honor to
How are you doing,
Summer
Chameleon?
Game Fest, a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima!
Oh yeah, because he was at the Game Awards. But here we go. Let's talk about Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so
I
excited
almost
for
do it because I'm in a
DS2.
Discord with friends. No, that's fair.
So,
We'll leave
let me
this
ask
up.
you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for
I hope
many
you're
years
doing
on
well,
this
though,
project.
Chameleon.
What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆
DS1.
さん、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
そのコロ
the
ナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think
I'm
about
happy to
that
hear
when you
that,
play
though,
this game.
dude.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
I still gotta play through Death Stranding 1. But I think I'm gonna go through it on PC.
Welcome.
Oh,
Have a
hello.
seat. Over here.
Okay
please.
then. Oh, okay then. No smoking.
No smoking, please.
I had a feeling. It is an office, man.
So you are Neil Vana.
Okay.
What do you do? For living?
I feel like I've seen these people before in other things,
I'm a
but I'm not
butler.
sure.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Oh well, that was it. We missed a lot of that stuff.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
Hmm?
You really don't remember me.
Did he have his memory wiped? Oh, wait a minute.
The girl. You're alive. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay, so they know each other. She's mad, but it's okay. It's okay.
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy. Mr. Kojima.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカ
but-
ニ座のコピー
And he
が
was
Saw
flipping us
cancer
off with
mark
that.
on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりが
Even though we
で
didn't mean to do
物語
that.
に
Deep connection
大きく関わってきます。
and reveals
で前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
まし
last
た
time
け
on
ど、マッツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story, you
まあ
know,
2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マッ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character.
るような
but I
を作
think
ろうとして、まあ、ルカさん
we
にお
have
願い
to
して
kind of like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラクタ
So
ー
Luca
に
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
いた
worked
だい
great.
て
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neo,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you should tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見
Neo.
に来てください
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima.
Okay, so they're gonna
Thank
show
you.
us some more stuff this weekend, so something to look forward to for
All
Death
right,
Stranding
and
too.
now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Right, Lucy's here for this one.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Rob. Okay, yeah, interesting name for a developer.
Ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war, but war found me.
It does give off Kingdom Come Deliverance vibes.
I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
Death, destruction, mayhem. Or is this a Chivalry 3?
But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Okay, Chronicles Medieval. Interesting. That actually looks kind of interesting. I like that.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy
the new
of
Sonic
racing
Racing
action
game.
games within the Sonic franchise. Cross Worlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Please, Ryo Hazuki. Well, how big are we talking here? So yeah, no, it makes sense to put a lot more Sonic characters in it because, again, it's a Sonic racing game. Okay. Hatsune Miku, yep, that's what I thought. Oh, jeez, Ichiban! Nice. Joker? All right. That can't be all. September 25th. That's not too bad. That's just a couple of months out.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega
I like that
Arcade
Shadow
Racing
shirt.
Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future.
I actually like to have
travel
one of those.
which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
All right, so that's a good confirmation right there.
So
Crossplay.
you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Do we have a new character? Minecraft Steve. Okay, so that's actually not a bad reveal.
Minecraft
I like that.
and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
Is this a Tales game? It's the first thing that comes to mind. Nope. Because when I think action RPG and Bandai Namco, I don't know why, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Time. For some,
Oh, gee.
it heals.
No, it's a Code Vein sequel.
It wounds.
This is a Code Vein sequel.
And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago.
No, sorry, fade away.
But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin?
Is it possible to?
In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
I have to go back and play this. I liked Code Vein. It was a very interesting title. Because no, I'm pretty damn sure this is Code Vein 2, because it's given that look. Yep. Nice. Okay, so next year is Code Vein 2. Mm-hmm. Isometric? Or top down, sorry. Oh, jeez. Yeah, just shoot it and it releases more enemies. End of Abyss, okay. Interesting.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
I would want a release date for this.
At the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them.
Yep, Troy Baker's Jack Pepper.
Here we go.
Okay, so it's still on schedule for this year. No, that's something I've seen that I really liked.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Game of Thrones. I can just say that right now looking at that Nightwalker. And we have Jon Snow right there.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
What are you gonna do? Well, they said it's an RTS.
This is your legacy.
Okay. But I mean, this is something we haven't seen from Game of Thrones, though, yet.
And who dies?
Yep. Well, that was dramatic. Okay, dragon, crash into the ground.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
Interesting. Next year. That's, again, something I want to keep an eye on.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
Ooh, new title from Mundfish, the Atomic Heart guys.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe.
Is it a
So
sequel?
why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this.
I want to say an Atomic Heart sequel. Yep.
The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.
Sorry, I have to mute that because I feel it's gonna happen again. Yeah, because Atomic Heart was actually a surprise title for me. Now, I think I showed in one of my pickups of interesting movement abilities now with it, so... Yep, you still got that ability with the glove in the hand. But it was an interesting title because I did pick it up from Focus's website, so I managed to get that their special exclusive from the Focus store. But it's nice to see we're getting a sequel. What are you doing with those things? So I wonder how much bigger in scale Atomic Heart 2 is going to go for. Oh, nope. Okay, so PC and consoles. Hopefully it's well optimized.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Mundfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Mundfish today.
What else do they got?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself.
What is this, like a Borg cube?
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
What are we dealing with here? A BR? Okay, so you still got like the movement options from Atomic Heart. Along with character classes and options. That's what I'm getting from looking at this. Her, the old lady. The cube.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Mundfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube. You can see there where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe.
Ah, yes, this brawler.
The new retro beat-em-up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Rocket Raccoon. And She-Hulk. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, this is gonna be another fun brawler. I can just tell. But I wonder what they're going to do, like, if there's going to be a release for this. Like, besides digital, we know that. I would hope physical, of course. Like, they might do limited run, or they might do it at an actual store, like an actual store release. I would hope for that. But no, we're getting quite a few Marvel games now. Oh, Onimusha.
Oh my world. What is this place? Also,
Oh.
you don't have a chance.
Interesting weapon there.
Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
You know, it's funny with the release of this and Neo 3. Those are right now my most anticipated titles, at least, of, like, these kind of styles. But I also need to go through those Onimusha games, and we also got the Onimusha sequel remaster that just got released recently. But no, Way of the Sword just looks as impressive as ever. Okay, still next year though. So we don't have an official release date for it
That
yet.
was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Lost Puppet Orphanage.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Well,
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die!
there you go.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
That's what we're looking for.
Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking shots in there all day. Jeff.
Fulfill your destiny. Again, gives Punch Out vibes. Okay, very interesting.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow.
Welcome to
Enough
the Killer
theatrics.
Inn.
I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone, and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up by items.
No, I'm not yet, Sen. You want to hop in?
Chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle.
Okay, hop into one and then I'll drag you in a minute.
Victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation.
A Square Enix published game. Interesting.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, the recent tech test proved that some things are definitely worth the wait.
It's going. How are you?
I'm, of course, talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited
I never got to try this, but I've been hearing it's supposed to be okay.
From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Did you get a chance to try this?
No, I didn't. I missed it. Kind of bummed out. I missed it. I didn't even know it was a thing until after like the tests were done.
I've seen some stuff on it, but I haven't delved too much into what this is about.
Clear your mind of all distractions.
It's an extraction shooter.
Okay.
You don't have to walk this path alone.
I really want to play. I hope they announce the beta.
With resourceful friends.
Well, hopefully this does well. Because I know for extraction shooters there isn't that many out there.
There's quite a few. Like the market is oversaturated.
Oh, okay, then enough to make it stand out. Then never mind.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you're gonna make one, you gotta make it stand out.
And it seems like Arc Raiders might be fitting that bill.
The Onimusha game looks really good, by the way. I just hope, I hope that's not the only thing.
Capcom.
Oh yeah, I hope that's not the only thing from Capcom.
I wouldn't think so. But we'll see. October 30th, so at the end of October.
And no beta?
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres
All right, the Dune
with
game.
a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right
But
now.
then just 1 year after
Steam
people
in
said it's gonna
fast
kill
access.
COD. Yeah, no,
Here
like,
is a brand
yeah,
new
no. X-Defiant did not hit its mark. It had a long road to get there, but it didn't make it. And then Ubisoft just decided to cut their losses and like, nope, shut it down.
I have like 4 different streams open.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now this was fun, but it's another crafting survival game.
Dune Awakening?
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it would be a fun title, honestly. But it also fits into the house of, like, what Funcom does. They're just taking it into another existing IP.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to hear about that Terminator survival game that was supposed to come out.
I thought that's still in development.
It is, but we haven't. Like, there's been no news about it whatsoever.
Yeah, like right now the only big thing we know for Terminator that's coming out recently is that 2D game.
Like, there's been no news of this. What the hell? Who? Oh, what the fuck? Terminator Survivors is called.
Mm-hmm. Be like, sorry, I can't join you. I need to pledge my allegiance somewhere else. Have you seen the Dune movies?
Yes. I love them. Have you?
I haven't. I think I have the first one of like the newer one, of the newer iterations.
Yeah, you got the Timothy Chalamet Dune movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 parts to that, I believe. I only have part 1 right now.
I've seen both parts. Although I kind of feel like the second part drags on a little longer than it should.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good and I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But I know the original Dune had Kyle MacLachlan in it, I believe. And now it's back down to these 2.
You think we'll hear anything about Resident Evil?
I would like to. Wait, that launches in a few days. Interesting.
What is that free to play? Did they or how much?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Oh, this is Destiny. Is this Destiny?
I thought they were fucking done with Destiny. Nope, Dune is $50.
Okay, so Dune's a premium game.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, this isn't Destiny. It just gave off the vibe of it for a second. No, go away.
Some say time stops for no one.
What ad block are you using?
Neither man nor God.
Oh, the one that's built into Opera.
Opera. Opera is supposedly Chinese spyware, but that's.
Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hand?
This actually looks interesting. I'm intrigued by this.
To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past.
Chrono Odyssey. That name sounds familiar.
Hey, do me a favor, share your screen so I'm not on a delay, so I know what you're talking about. If that's okay, if you
I
could.
think I can. Hang on.
But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not
There we
be
go.
easy. I will never forget my cause.
You should be good, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so did you see the Sonic announcement?
Yes, and I'm actually excited for that. I've never actually played a Sonic racing game in a long time.
Like, I played Sonic R, does that count? It's technically a racing game.
I guess technically.
Looking for someone? The victors show no mercy.
Although it's nice to see that their Mario Kart has some type of competition.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna beat Mario Kart though.
I do like how they took the jab at it by saying, unlike another racing game out there, this one has full crossplay.
What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, Wuthering Waifus.
Mm-hmm. I'm always intrigued by that title.
A rat in the vessel.
I hope we see something about Jurassic Park. The Saber Jurassic Park game.
We'll see if they, yeah, because who knows what they're gonna show here.
Or at least maybe some Turok.
The more Turok would be cool, but that could be saved for Game Awards as well.
Which is what, this winter? Or
Yeah,
usually in the
Game
winter?
Awards is always in December.
Don't come back.
Memories in Orbit.
Good.
That's
Good 2D
Neo,
side scroller.
Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania
Okay,
platformer
Metroidvania,
that has
there
a
we
demo
go.
on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see
Yeah, 'cause Next
next
Fest is
a
next week.
stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Oh yeah, that puppet boxing game.
Yeah, that looks funny.
That actually looks kind of funny. I wanna see some more on that one.
Hmm.
Is one okay? So
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
so they can't speak at all, but you're constantly switching gravity. That's next year.
What a really unique.
I wonder if we're gonna see more of Witcher.
This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country.
I-
the next
I don't
entry in
think
the
we
acclaimed
will.
Mafia franchise. From the team
I mean,
at
they
Hangar
did
13.
recently
It's a
show
gritty
more
mob
at
story set in
fucking
the brutal
State of
life
Unreal.
1900 Sicily. Here
Like,
is
even though it's a
Summer
tech
Game
demo,
Fest trailer.
it looks awesome though.
I mean, they're using it as a tech demo
For some changes they're making for UE5. This is something I really want to play.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to, teach them a lesson.
I was gonna say persuade them.
Remind them of their obligations.
Yeah.
This is between us and
Takes place in
Where I come from.
Yeah, basically the big thing with this Mafia game is that it's set in the old country.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
So, which is, I believe, Sicily.
This is an opportunity.
Because it's been nodded to in the previous Mafia games, but we've never actually known more about it since.
Hands off! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became
But I believe this, yeah, this is to take place before the first Mafia game.
Yeah. Like a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
his family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
But yeah, that's gonna be in August, so that's not too long of a If you wait. thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
It seems like they're trying to make LEGO really shiny now.
I mean, Legos have been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't know they were Belgian.
No?
I didn't know that.
The more you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of co-op game. Interesting. Okay, try it now. There you go. Like, you just play as a single cube. Build pieces. Hmm.
I mean, I have to admit, it is adorable. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, it does look adorable.
It does look cute. I'm not gonna deny that. But I feel like that's also been part of LEGO's charm, which has yet to fail, right?
I mean, yeah.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I mostly
I
spread
know
the
idea who she
secrecy
plays.
today,
I was going to say Dee Dee from
I'm
Dexter's
thrilled to have
Laboratory,
a
but
hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together
Nickelodeon or
like
was that Cartoon
never
Network?
before.
no, that's Cartoon Network shit.
I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeah.
I don't know. I was going to say that's Angela Anaconda, but I could be wrong.
No clue.
Evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers.
Is that Tara
to
Strong?
summon
Is
the
that supposed to be Timmy Turner? I'm hearing.
most awesome, most
I don't know.
totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to.
Hold on. There's SpongeBob. Yeah. It gives Diablo vibes, honestly.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease.
Oh, yeah.
and
Liza
hunger
P.
frenzy in Liza
Yep.
P. Overture is a DLC
I've never
expansion
played
to
it.
Liza P. that
I played a
transports
bit of
players
it.
back
I
in
do
time
like
with
it.
new characters,
This is their DLC that they're
environments, and,
having
of
for
course,
it.
opposing
Souls-like,
enemies
isn't
and
it?
bosses.
Hmm?
Here's the exclusive.
It's a Souls-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a.
It's a Souls-like. But it's actually a pretty fun Souls-like. Was pleasantly surprised with this one. It's basically make Pinocchio a badass, right?
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. It seems like they're making the finishers look pretty devastating. There is no way you would survive that, though. Do we have a date, though, for it?
No.
Now! Okay.
Well, I see a lot of people going
Yes,
back
that's
to that.
right. Overture is available today
Mhm.
across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right.
Yeah,
Next up,
'cause
the
I have
small
Liza
video
P
game
for
publisher
PS5.
Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
Well, let's see what it is. Which, by the way, that Silent Hill Elf trailer, like we talked about at Summer Game at State of Play, that looked awesome.
Like I said, it reminded me of the
Siren.
Siren game.
At the front of the dinner table where he used to be.
Multiple voices.
Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay.
Hmm?
Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and plates. The garden is lush in the rain. And everything's
Oh, this doesn't look pleasant at all, does it?
dinner beds. There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
Well, that seems terrifying, doesn't it?
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes.
Oh, come on.
NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I do not think I've heard of this. But I feel like that's a free-to-play title.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Does it just give off those vibes? That's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Sir, that is a weird placement for your eyes. I don't think that's where they should be.
Hope you don't need glasses, because it's going to be strange to get that prescription filled.
Definitely. And then One Punch Man is here.
Where's that one?
Oh, hey. Yeah, that was a different title entirely.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it connected to the last one we watched.
So did I. I'm very confused.
Now, I heard this was supposed to be a good anime. The Seven Deadly Sins. But again, wouldn't know.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that was another... Okay, here we go, Witcher. Oh, looks like we were wrong. Nope.
5.6 is available today.
Oh no, the use of Unreal Engine, that's why.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time.
Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongilsta Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Because again, it uses Unreal Engine 5. Oh, you did? How did the giveaway go? And also, how's it going, fat boys? Have you had a chance to play the Switch 2 yourself yet?
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos.
was gonna say.
Well, to help life, find a way.
At least try to. Yep, Evolution 3, yep. So we got another park theme game. No, I heard these were supposed to be pretty fun. But again, the alternative for Zoo Tycoon. So later this year, nice.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Need Primal
10
Rage.
years ago, we broke new ground. With
You're
our
talking the
first
fighting game, right?
Shovel Knight.
Hey, welcome back.
Today,
Oh, they just showed
I'm
a
thrilled to
Jurassic
share
Park
a
game
world
that
premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower.
that theme park
Mina
one.
continues our traditions. Of
Yeah, they're
refining
making a
retro
third one, and it's
gameplay
coming out
for a
October
new
21st.
generation. It's a bone-chilling
Not the
adventure
Jurassic
that
Park game I was
blends
hoping
intense
No.
combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a
But no,
wet-living
how are you
hauler,
finding the
you'll burrow
system
through danger
yourself,
and
fat
unravel
boys?
the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Finally, Yacht Club is gonna have a new IP. Now, I remember seeing this when it was announced, and it's just like they've been
For the longest time, wasn't it? Yacht Club's only game.
Shovel Knight,
Literally,
yep,
Shovel Knight.
yep, and then they would do their UC spinoff of
Actually, I
Shovel Knight.
remember seeing something about this a long time ago.
Like we knew they were working on it, but we just didn't know much else about it.
Mm.
But it gives off, like, I like what I'm seeing of it though. And it still fits within like what they were kind of doing with Shovel Knight. Just in the idea of like a Legend of Zelda thing. And it launches on Halloween.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah.
Got it?
Kyle Bossman, everyone.
The old dinosaur fighting game. If they would bring it back, that would be cool.
Let's see what this says.
But no, what else did you pick up for the Switch too?
Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry problem. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
A Deadpool, so just like skip Hollow Knight. Let's show this.
Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Okay, Deadpool.
Oh, hi, new friend. Escape the turd.
I gotta turn the music off. I'm muting it again, sorry. Copyrights. So you can detach his head and use his body for other things, apparently. And Mario Kart gave it away. But no, I missed out on that stream, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have easily participated for it, Fat Boys. So, a Deadpool VR game. From Twisted Pixel, actually. That's an interesting twist. So that actually could be
Neil
interesting.
Patrick Harris is Deadpool. All right. Next
Okay.
year at last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane
You
is
were
back as the
entered, bro.
player
Oh,
character in this title
shit,
that blends
never
open
mind.
world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news: the release date.
My bad, Fat Boy. This just shows how somewhat aware I am of things. But no, for that, congratulations to that winner.
This DLC for Dying Light.
Tell me about the Baron.
I think this is a new standalone thing for it.
I know they had one for Dying Light 1.
They did. But I think this is something different for Dying Light.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Battle Royale?
Hmm?
Battle Royale? PvP? PvPvE?
Didn't want to stress people. Okay, fair enough. Well,
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Are you playing as the main character from the first one?
might be. So, thank you, Mom, for bringing that package to me. August 22nd. So no, this was a package I ordered from Video Games Plus. I ordered some Xbox games. And they just came in.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Nice.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
I don't know, what are you
Hanging out,
doing?
Getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
What?
At the end of an era, when
I think this might be... Yeah, again, another licensed track, so I'm sorry for muting it. Wasn't this like revealed earlier sometime, I think, this one?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it seems to do like stop motion animation for its characters. At least you can go TP a house.
Oh yeah. A lot of copyrighted music.
Yeah, no, it didn't clue in for me for a little bit, so there might be that issue with this video, but that's fine. But again, I guess to fit with those vibes of what they're trying to go for, you have to play those songs, I guess, right?
You have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this.
Oh wait, no, I think this is something that's actually coming out real soon.
Put it into action.
This looks very familiar.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me?
We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await.
Okay.
We fight for a future filled with hope.
Let's just see if it's what I'm thinking. Oh no, different one.
Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
There's another one that looked familiar to it, but it was called something
Beautiful
different.
game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Okay.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Yeah, I think there was actually a demo for this available on Steam at one point. This actually looks like a fun brawler because it gives off Sleeping Dogs vibes. Did you ever play that one?
What? Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The melee in this kind of gives me those vibes of Sleeping Dogs.
Gives me more seafood vibes than that Sleeping Dogs.
But yeah, no, I can see Sifu, like, I do see Sifu in this too, looking at it some more now. Which Sifu is incredible though, but it's pretty damn tough. Okay, so no, it looks like it's definitely been improved over what I saw on the demo. But that's not for a whole year.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
The vegans, the robots, and the demons.
As a vegan. Huh.
It's a Scott Pilgrim game.
Was it the original Scott Pilgrim game that beat him up as well?
Yeah. The one that Ubisoft put out? Oh yeah, new story, okay. New story and everything, in a whole new version of Toronto. Scott Pilgrim EX. Cool.
Scott Pilgrim is back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back.
Okay,
But
that's pretty
first,
cool.
we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the
Come on.
price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not. You ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more.
And then
fun
sales on
to go
Resident
around.
Evil. Yeah, because there's Capcom sales right now going on.
Cease this foolishness.
Yeah.
And make your decision wisely.
Be like such a bait and switch, right?
Come on. I played the first Descent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing interesting.
I liked what I played of the beta for it at the time, but
It was grindy as fuck, and I hated it, so I stopped playing it.
well, here, while we're waiting for that to come back, I guess I should show what I got for the Xbox. I decided to build up more of the Xbox library. So you're getting a pickups video on top of this too. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. I've heard this one's supposed to be an interesting title. It looks like an adventure game. And then there was also this. Even though I have them on PC, I just wanted a physical copy of it. So Bayonetta and Vanquish.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played this, but again, it looked intriguing though. Which one? Yeah, Clash Artifacts of Chaos. So apparently this version comes with some bonuses along with like the soundtrack and stuff.
I think they're showing something else.
Yeah, they're showing another trailer. Scum.
It's for Scum. Is it finally hitting 1.0?
Well,
For the
let's
love of
see.
God, is it finally hitting 1.0 after I have this game?
I don't have Scum, but I've seen Scum. And then
I
your
have
last
this
thing,
game, and is it finally hitting 1.0? Are we finally going to be able to host our own servers?
got the SpongeBob SquarePants game, the Cosmic Shake. Since I have Battle for Bikini Bottom, I decided to pick this one up too, so. But I'll test these, at least the ones that are smart delivery.
Let's
June
go.
17th next week, right?
Finally hitting 1.0.
It only took how long?
God, I don't remember. Hold on, let me look it up.
Come with me.
Oh yeah, and then there's this game, Mind's Eye. Nope, I gotta mute it again.
This game, Scum came out in 2018 in early access.
In early access, and it's now been 7 years.
Mm-hmm. The only game that's outbeating it in terms of being early access / beta is Tarkov, because Tarkov came out in 2017.
So by a year.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be a Grand Theft Auto killer, supposedly.
Yeah, well, Leslie Benzies studio, Bill the Rocket Boy, is the team that's working on this. So, but I heard
And
like some of the higher ups left the studio already.
I wouldn't be surprised. And another thing, so this is supposed to be recommend like for system requirements, like a really, I forget what the fuck it said, but it was like the system requirements were super crazy for this.
I heard for this game and Hell Is Us have high system requirements. Oh, and Hitman's coming to Mind's Eye apparently.
The game ain't even out, and you're already announcing crossovers.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive.
Well, they're part of
We
IO.
can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City.
So that's gonna be interesting. This I was excited about.
Wait, so the game comes out in a couple of days, the same day CJ drop.
Mm-hmm.
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions
How
were
is it?
heartwarming.
Yeah.
It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
If Agent 47's gonna be here.
No, it's from the Bond universe.
Okay. So is Bond going to be in
The
there?
elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre. a
Oh, Le
financial
Chiffre.
mastermind
Casino Royale.
ties to the criminal underworld. He has
Mads
arranged a
Mikkelsen.
high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses.
Mr. Rengang,
He's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith.
Although I never really got into the
He's
newer
the only
Hitman
wild
games.
card.
I don't like the fact that they're episodic.
Well, this is turning
I wasn't too big on that idea either with it for Hitman, so I stopped playing them. But the gameplay is still the same and intact for what a Hitman game is.
Although I will give it to IO for supporting these games for as long as they have.
Mm-hmm. So what I would hope is that when it's done, you can still be able to play all of it offline at least. Because I know there was an online requirement for the Hitman games.
Together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Yep.
You know, he was definitely in the back talking to Kojima.
He's gotta be, because he was in Death Stranding, right?
Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoots of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
I gotta see Casino Royale again. That was a good
this
movie.
This mission is set in a casino in Paris.
Considering that it was a remake
want to make an
of
homage
already
to the
existing James Bond movie.
Casino Royale.
It was good for what it
While keeping
was.
Surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
Yeah, of course. I'm
So I
sure
guess it is
Agent
not just
47
about
has
the
his
shots,
ways.
But the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
I gotta finish that.
All right, well, when do we get to
I
play
have
this?
not finished that.
That's the best part.
Literally,
We
the
wanted,
starting of
to
that game is
surprise
a
you,
slow
so
burner
the
where
team
it's
is
literally
updating
got
the
you
game
walking.
as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Okay, so the mission is available today.
For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right.
Okay.
Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining
So
us.
there's a way to link that
Summer
in
Game
for
Fest.
James
Appreciate it,
Bond.
guys.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you.
So yeah, it's available for exactly a month, just like some of the other elusive
Right, now
targets.
here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere.
Oh,
so
jeez.
Make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil
Mario
monsters.
Party.
I was just gonna say, this gives Mario Party vibes.
Lizard with wings.
That's a dragon, Ted.
Well, again, that's another game that needs
What about our amazing
competition.
games, Ted? We've got more
Mario
amazing
Party
games.
and Mario Kart have gone without competition
Actually, more like
for a very long time.
Yeah, there have been some that have made it out there, but there's nothing really that's kind of.
The only two I can think of was there was one by Namco with Namco characters
Mm-hmm.
for the PS2. I forget what it was called.
Okay, but certainly not
Then there was Crash Bash.
No, Crash Team Racing.
No, Crash Bash
Those are
was.
literally just on screen, Ted.
Oh, we're talking the party game. I was talking card games. Sorry.
Oh well, kart games again. Literally Sonic and Crash. We need a new Crash card too, but
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool to get a new Crash card. But I'm mad we didn't get
Alright,
the
next, a new
remake
look
of,
at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven
Crash
and
Team
Moonshot
Racing
Games.
on the,
20 players
PS3.
across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Okay, well, let's see what you offer in the Wildgate.
Danger. Reactor overload.
Sorry, it's another licensed song.
How do you know that's a licensed song?
It sounds like it.
I actually don't think it is.
You don't think so? Well, we'll take the risk.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying.
Well, this one looks interesting.
Is that the artifact?
Stay with me.
Although, no, wait, I want to try that new one that Remedy has coming out soon, FBC Firebreak.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
Hmm?
Open beta.
Yep.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory.
I still see they're keeping a death vibe of sorts here.
Saw the lives they lived, and passed their knowledge to future generations, until Sorcisto, in his lust for power,
Decided to eat people.
consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
I get Hades vibes. Sure.
Hades vibes definitely for sure with this.
Uh-huh.
But again, it has their their Drinkbox's aesthetic, like with Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World, which I'm a fan of.
Pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
So Blighted. And again, a Canadian developed game, so that's gonna be cool.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
I feel ill a little.
I give me Thing vibes, like the way that. Is it the Thing?
No, this is a new IP.
I wonder if it's inspired by the Thing.
I could see that. Does this look suitably terrifying?
It's a survival?
Yep. Oh jeez, the mass of bodies.
Please, yay. And this is a co-op survival? Oh, that really does give me the Thing vibe.
Oh Jesus. Ah, crap. Running children? Well, that's gonna make it even worse.
Yeah.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot
I never got to try the
immersive
beta for this at the
aerial and
time.
ground combat.
I
As a
didn't even know
top
it was a
wish-listed
thing.
game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer.
To that question. Because this looks super cool and pretty fast.
To advance its Project Enterprise.
Well, we'll put the music in and we'll see what happens with this.
It's just made for the trailer.
Hopefully, right?
Is it by a Japanese dev or a Korean dev?
I don't know, actually. Because it gives off those vibes with the mechs and stuff.
I know it's definitely not American. It might be Korean. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Mm-hmm. Break through it. Okay. Oh, it comes out on Canada Day. Interesting.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife
Let's
and
see, it's
hostile
Chinese
machines. Built by a small
and-
8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
It's a Chinese-U.S.
Combination? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks impressive, though.
Mechanicals approaching.
Ah, crap.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
Why do I get the vibe of Mass Effect with bugs?
You know what? I agree with you.
That's what this seems to be giving off.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
That could be intriguing, honestly.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
This ain't Resident Evil I'm riding. Would you?
Happy birthday.
Yep, it's a Resident Evil. This is RE1? No, hang on.
Resident Evil
RE2.
9.
This is 9. But then there's that rumors of like RE1 remake for 30th anniversary.
Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
That's it.
So they're not going to announce it, but they teased it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
So
now it is time for the next big update.
They're taking their time.
Franchise.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rumble.
Street Fighter. Crimson Viper?
DLC?
This could be the next year pass for Street Fighter, I think this is what it is. So Alex Viper. Ingrid, really? That's a surprise choice.
Then one more. No?
Yep, no, there's 4. Sagat. Yep, so this is, yep. So that's the year 3 pass stuff.
The Tiger Knee.
Interesting choices.
Uh-huh.
Especially, I think, Ingrid.
You know, this gives me a Team Fortress 2 vibe.
Immediately, Team Fortress 2 vibes, right? It would be funny if they said this is Team Fortress 3.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Although I do like the character designs in this.
Yeah, it literally reminds me of fucking Team Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be another fucking hero shooter, which is... Team Fortress 3.
Last Flag.
Also known as Discount Team Fortress. It literally yeah, there's Heavy.
Yep. No, they had them. You had your Heavy, you had your Scout.
Mm-hmm.
You have your Soldier class of sorts, you have your Close Brawler, or like your melee encounters, and then you have an Archer, so...
No Spy, makes me sad.
Although, the girl with the afro kind of gives off Spy vibes.
Adios.
Okay, there's another character there. Okay. Again, art style of Team Fortress.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s, as you saw. The closed alpha will be starting later this year.
Not a hero shooter,
Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG.
This is something I really want to
in
play
China
here.
by Lenzi Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Oh, it comes out this month.
July. No, they said July next month, I think.
Is this bloodshed?
Although, to be honest, the whole Soulsborne split, like, is getting saturated.
It is, yeah. I will not deny you that
Fate is all set in stone.
so it's really just going to be like vibes, like the setting and just how the Souls like plays. that really makes them stand out. Because I mean, we had Mortal Shell 2 earlier in the show. That was the first thing that they revealed.
More of a hack and slash than a Souls.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Souls games can be considered hack and slashes.
In a sense, it's just Souls, like I guess in terms of difficulty and just like the vibes it gives off. Like this kind of gives that off, but I feel like Wu Chang is a little more action heavy.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
But you know, I saw this and this actually looks very good. So it's nice to see that it's actually coming out.
Gotta rescue one. This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here. Inspector Death, find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jill, find Method, find Recon, you find Captain, find Ghost.
Rappers?
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Yep. That is the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh no, the Wu-Tang Clan are getting their own beat 'em up. Side scrolling beat 'em up.
I thought I heard rumors about that happening too.
You know what? They announced this. This isn't the first time this has been brought up.
Like,
this actually might get you flagged, so you might want to mute this.
Well, the trailer's over now, so.
That's cool.
But no, that looks cool.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now,
Might
here's
have
a
to
new
keep an
look
eye
at
on that
Guild
one.
Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
I haven't played this game in a long time, like ever since it came out. I'm actually surprised it's still going, but I'm glad to see that it is still going.
Form fast bonds.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a premium MMO. Like you buy it, but there's no monthly fees for it. To play it.
Okay.
That's
Not your WoW or your Final Fantasy 14.
My story is yours.
Huh. Epic Store? That's a giant mushroom.
Yep.
You think they're gonna give away anything special this week for Game Summer Fest?
I mean, that would be nice, but I don't think they're going to. They already announced that they already have the new free game up, and that's Deathloop.
I haven't even checked it. Pretty sure I have it already. I'm pretty sure they gave it away more than once.
Yeah, I know they have, but that's the big one that they're pushing right now.
Yeah, I already have it. I know I have it on the 8 platform, I just don't remember which one. Yeah, it's in my library already. Well, I'll clean the other one. Why does it tell me to buy now? I thought well, hello? Oh, I picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
That don't look interesting. Yeah.
Anyway, Nintendo Switch 2 stuff.
Oh my god, they couldn't even get the games to run correctly on fucking, like, console at launch. I don't know.
I want to see what the analysis is for Cyberpunk
Here's
on
another
Switch
game
2.
throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Yeah, I'll pay with my tooth. For a beer. Okay.
Another relapse, huh?
Yep.
Get well soon.
Head, but 3D Cuphead.
Like you.
That's what it gives off, yeah. They did say, I think they did say this was a roguelike.
Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
And it's co-op.
Right.
So it's like, why suffer alone, right?
You still look a little
Unwell.
I'm gonna sign up for the beta for that. Oh, Splitgate 2.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
Thank you
With
for
Splitgate
the
2, we
sub
asked
on
ourselves, how would we
YouTube. I
take
appreciate
Portals to the
that.
next level? What if you could portal to entirely
How are you
different
doing though
worlds?
tonight?
So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Just look at that water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so.
The first Splitgate wasn't too bad, actually. There was some fun moments to be had with it.
And he complete the comeback. He's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal. They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh my God! They did it. They actually did it. And he's standing on the edge, face up, 'cause you're in.
Now that's a licensed song. It just seems like they were trying to throw everything out the window for this one. For Splitgate 2. Have you had a chance to try at least the second beta or something for it?
Splitgate 2, no.
No?
Is it free to play like the first Splitgate was?
I think so. They did say that there is a VR mode for it, and I think that's supposed to be out now.
It is. He announced it. It's out right now. We download it right now. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of over Battle Royals.
Yeah, no, I'm not too big into them either myself. Like I said, Fortnite might be the only one I would go back to sometimes.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't go back to Fortnite if there's something interesting happening in Fortnite.
Now
Like, I
we are
might
honored
play
to showcase
the event
the
which
latest
happens
project from the talented
on the
minds
7th
at RGG
tomorrow,
Studio
but
in Japan.
That's about it.
Okay, here's the new Ryoga Gotoku thing. I think this is Project Century.
Yeah, we got teased for what, like a year ago?
Yeah, last year we did. I want to see more on this game, though.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, okay, why are you heading into a dark area, man?
So this takes place in Japan, supposedly in the, what, 30s?
I think so.
Maybe not the 30s. A futuristic 30s, maybe?
Let's see if they can break down some things for us. 1943.
That's a very futuristic 1940s.
You know what this reminds me of? Why does this look like the place in Yakuza?
Which one?
in Yakuza 2 where it takes place, or in Yakuza 0 where you play as Goro Majima. The name just kind of escapes me right now. Oh. You know, this isn't gonna surprise me if this is a Yakuza game.
Got a name? Mako Daito. Daito. A Jap then, huh? Don't I look like one? You're not? So, what are you then? Sana.
Yep, so that's Project Century. Stranger Than Heaven is what they're calling it. Okay.
No, it's not a Yakuza unless it's. It plays like a Yakuza game, at least the fighting
stuff.
stuff.
TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way.
Oh my God, you're a time traveler.
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you.
It has not been 2 hours. This was supposed to be 2 hours long.
Today we've showcased a lot of projects
It is.
from teams
I
around
don't
the
know.
world, including many
No, it is. It
brand
started
new
at 2.
studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a
5 for me.
studio that is no
I
stranger
guess it
to
has.
delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Let's see what it is, though.
A Remedy game, maybe?
If it is a Remedy game... I don't know if this is a Remedy game, though. But we know Remedy is working on a couple of other projects.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Her desk has... Her cubicle has a lot of stuff in it, I must say. Right?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
What do you think it is?
Now,
I
need
don't know.
a good technical analyst on this.
I'm just gonna go for the ride here. I want to see what this is.
Feels like a Remedy game.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
It is running real time. I just saw ghosting
Glenwood Hotel.
effects.
Deadly Premonition?
I know. That's where your mother was murdered.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny if it was a Deadly Premonition. Nope.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to
What the fuck is it?
face the past. Grace.
Silent Hill.
I would be dumb to say if this is RE9, but it's not.
They announced that they were not ready to. I think we'll hear Game Awards.
Yeah. Game Awards for sure. It would be crazy, but it is a horror game. I'm getting those vibes for sure.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Silence of the Lambs, the game.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
What is this supposed to be?
On my hope.
Everyone's gone.
RPD?
No way.
This is RE9. Requiem. Yep, this is Resident Evil 9. Nice. And next year. Okay.
Early next year at that.
Yeah, so that's not too far.
Nope.
There you have it. Resident Evil Requiem.
So we literally didn't have to wait too long.
This August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th.
We have a date, though.
2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That
Yep.
was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a
That
surprise.
trailer looked
All right.
eerie as
That's
hell.
going to do it for our live
So
show.
it fits.
Go back to Raccoon City?
Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a
There
great
is
job,
vibes
everyone?
of that. It looks like. There is vibes that it gives
Lucy
off.
got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know. I can't believe
Alright, I
it.
gotta go
We
eat,
kept
John,
that so
but-
secret.
Well, I'm
I
gonna wrap
enjoyed
this
it.
up anyway when
All
they
right, well, there's
filter
one
it,
more
but
Summer Game Fest to
I
come.
will
Make sure
say
to
to
visit
everybody watching,
summergamefest.com to see a listing of
we are going to be back.
I hope there's a place where I can watch that trailer.
I imagine Capcom's probably gonna upload that like real soon, but no, like that made it like I don't know why it did give off. I just was joking when I said, "Oh, hey, it's Resident Evil 9."
Well, with the announcement that they gave us earlier, I didn't think we were gonna get none.
Well, no, I think
And
that's something else. I still want to say that since next year is 30 years,
You think we're gonna get RE1 remake?
I've been hearing that's in the works.
RE1
I have
remake.
a remake, yeah, but to make it more modernized. So I think we are getting RE1 remake and RE.
RE1 and the RE engine.
Yep, RE1 in the RE engine for sure. But
Well,
no,
no, supposedly all of Capcom's next games are supposed to be in the new version of the RE engine, which is the Rex engine.
okay, then fun fact: what if that's the debut of the Rex engine?
I think Resident Evil 9
Would be a good launching pad for that.
Mhm.
I think it would be, but we'll talk more about this later. So I am gonna stream Max Payne 2 later tonight. So if you want to hop in, we can talk some more about that. Maybe the trailer will be up. We're gonna have to take a look into that some more, right?
analyze it.
Yeah, but no, thanks, Sin, for joining me on the last little bit.
But for some reason, I was getting like Silence of the Lambs vibe.
Just because of the FBI thing.
Yeah, no, that Deadly Premonition, because wasn't York an FBI agent?
Yeah, Agent York is an FBI agent.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll
Okay.
talk to you later.
I'll talk with
We
you
talk
later,
more
and then yeah, everyone, we'll see you all later. So stay